Hey, what's up, fool? It's your boy Chinks Drugs, and this is Rapmatic.
Rapmatic presents Battle Code, the most intriguing battle rap podcast impacting the culture.
What's happening, handsome? You now tuned in your boy Low to let you know what's up when I'm rolling up, huh? Ace click faster, the Harlem still at 8 train slick, hear me. You now tuned in the Battle Code on Rapmatic, huh? Go get this work.
Brace yourself and don't miss out on a cultural revolution.
Cheer, what's up, everybody? I'm your host, Boss Chick Rain, and welcome to Battle Code. Today in the studio, we have a prominent member of the legendary group Brand Nubian, one of the most impactful groups in the golden era of hip-hop. The legendary Lord Jamar. Give it up, give it up.
Yeah. Peace. What's good?
What's good? I didn't hit them with the line, though. Lord Jamar will live long, because I give strong blows to the heads of my foes.
That's right.
You already.
Used to flow, you know.
That's what's up. Let's get right into it. You got a lot going on.
Yeah.
I kind of still want to tap into your history as well before we,
Tap into whatever you need to tap into.
Let's do it. Let's start with Brand Nubian.
Okay.
How Brand Nubian being such like an impactful group, as far as hip hop and a lot of dope classic songs. You know what I mean? Let's tell the people. It's like a battle rap crowd too. So kind of tell the people, I guess, how the group came about first, and then we're gonna transition from.
Okay. Well, basically, we all, me, Grand Poobah Maxwell, and Sadat X, back then was Derek X. We all grew up in a city called New Rochelle, which is a suburb of New York City, right outside the Bronx. We all was doing our own thing. Poobah was a little older than us. He made records before us and all that. He had a group called Master Ceremonies. They had a couple of hits called, one was called Cracked Out, and another one, which was even bigger than that, was called Sexy. Now, at that time, I'm just a little young dude, but I'm running around with them. You know what I mean? My man Poobah's taking me to shows, and he's trying to work with me as a solo artist. Right. Prior to that, I started as a DJ. So if we're going to talk about battling and stuff like that, my real battle history is more in DJing than it is even MCing.
Okay.
But I did used to battle a little bit, MCing, and I definitely was the type that always would run up on a cypher, or
because that was the energy at that time too.
If there was a mic, on in the fucking park, I wanted in, you know what I mean, and that's how I used to just.
And
move.
your DJ name was Lord Jamar as well, or what was?
Well, at first my DJ name was KD. Okay, KD stood for Kid Disco. Okay. Yeah, that was. Okay. I was a kid, and
it worked.
Disco records, and that was in the early days.
Okay.
So then it was just KD, but then when I got knowledge, which was I was pretty young, probably around 15. That's when I transitioned to Lord Jamar, and that was just my name.
Now give us some. How did that come about, Lord Jamar? Like, how the name Lord Jamar come about?
Well, once I, see, hip hop brought me into the knowledge itself too.
Okay, right.
Because there was a god body that moved around my way from Hollis, Queens. His name was True King, but he was into MCing and DJing and shit.
Okay.
So we first met on some hip hop shit, and then by him trying to do his duty, civilize the uncivilized, he started telling me certain things. But then I already kind of knew a little something from this one god named Bakim I used to deal with. So basically from dealing with him, it was like, you know what? I probably just need to take that step. And then when you take the step, there's a process in getting your name and all of that.
Right.
You have certain choices and things you go by. And
so it
I landed
comes from
on
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I landed on Lord Jamar.
Okay. Let's get right to the hits. Slow down.
Mm-hmm. One for all. Wake up. All that.
And then y'all had the breakup, separation, and a lot of people probably at the time thought that y'all weren't going to be able to keep it going, or.
Yep.
And then y'all did. Y'all came out with My Joint.
Even harder.
One step up and get beat down.
Even harder. Yep.
And talk about that experience though a little bit.
Well,
But y'all all good now, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We do shows together,
Right.
all of that. But yeah, at the time we were new in the game, you know. Pooh Bah, see, this wasn't his first rodeo. You know what I mean? So this was almost his second time around. So he's thinking a little bit differently than we're thinking as our first time around.
Okay.
And the fact that it was a lot of his connections and all of that type of stuff that helped get us in the door. Maybe he felt
He started feeling
like he should get a little more or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you know, me being the kind of dude I was, and, you know, that didn't matter. Like, you should have put that out
first, right?
If that's how you felt, you should have said that in the beginning. And since you didn't, then we gonna rock how we said we was gonna rock. So it got to a little point where, you know, egos clashed, and, you know, when you got alpha males too, so
Right.
that's something that'll happen too. Like me and Pooh Bah, we got some real alpha male shit going on.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, we had a little, you know. It happens in the packs, the dogs, the alpha dogs got to go at it, the rams. That don't mean they hate each other. It's just part of the process of development and growth. So that's what happened.
It was mainly with you two. Where did Sadat stand in the whole situation?
Sadat was with me, but he wasn't as vocal as me. You know,
that happens.
yeah.
Dynamic.
As y'all can see
Right.
from the internet, I'm a little more vocal
Right.
than most rappers.
Yes, we're gonna definitely get into that.
So that's what happened basically, and so he started just doing his own thing, and you know, and so we said, all right, cool, we gonna have to show and prove now. You know
And
what I
y'all
mean?
did.
Yeah. So we started, you know, fortunately enough, the label didn't just be like, oh well, fuck y'all, Grand Pooh Bah's the man. You
Right.
know, they was like, I guess they were smart. Hey, we can get two groups
groups,
out of
right,
this shit for
right.
one. You know what I mean? So boom, we split up. He went and did his thing. We went and did ours. And then that's when we
Let me ask you a little bit
that's when I
about
started
this.
producing too.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, we're gonna talk about that. How did you feel about your deal? You know, at that time. In retrospect, did you feel like you had a good deal?
I don't think it was
Did it matter?
any worse or
Oh.
better than a lot of people's at the time, or I'm sure it's better now than a lot of people's because there was no 360 shit involved.
Okay.
But I don't think we had the greatest deal, and I don't think we had the worst deal.
Okay.
I think it was very middle of the road.
But in retrospect, I guess, like, 'cause some artists probably feel, you know, I guess artists of that era may or may not feel a way, I guess, about, just when I was talking to, like, different, like, last time I had Cormego on the show, and he was talking about his deal, you know what I mean? And just different things that happens within being an artist, a signed artist. Like, I guess I'm looking for you to share some of that, that experience. Like, were you happy as a signed artist?
See, I'm not gonna front, like, we didn't have a lot of problems with the label per se because I feel like they were scared of us. You see? So nobody was getting in our way, nobody was telling us what to do, like how you might hear certain artists be like, yeah, and the label was trying to make us go in a certain direction. Nah.
That wasn't with it.
We
That
have
was
none
with
of
it.
that. Like we're straight up on a record calling a white man the devil and getting paid for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so, and we was kind of like, wow, like, are they not hearing what we saying right now? Like, this shit is fucking crazy. And I think at first, major labels, they weren't really listening. They just wanted to be in the game. You know what I mean? They wanted to be in the hip hop game. So they didn't really care what you were saying at the time, you know?
But let me ask you that. Being someone that has that kind of content, you know, just black man, you know, power content, and what's going on today, I guess, what's your thoughts on how rap is not dominated by that anymore? At least in the golden era, it was like, it was more authentic in my opinion, right? You were who you were, and that's what you rapped about.
Right.
So we transitioned into where that's still around, but it doesn't dominate the culture. So I guess you being someone that does that as an artist, what are your thoughts on the artists that don't do that, and the fact that it affects hip hop as a whole?
Right. Well, I mean, they used, you know, economics and money to shape and mold this hip hop shit.
Right.
You know, even down to the sound. The reason why we can't sample is because of the politics of, you know, publishing and royalties, and you got to pay this one, and then if they don't like hip hop because for whatever reason, they try to price you out of being able to use, and so that stifles your creativity.
But even just like keeping it real, like you're someone that in your music you kept it real with who you are. I'm saying.
Right. Well, I feel like the times that we were coming up in kind of rewarded you for that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the times that we're in now punishes you for that.
Right.
It punishes you for
Speaking your truth.
speaking your truth if it's not the truth that aligns with the political correctness of this day. You see what I'm saying? My truth is that the black man is God and I'm a fucking king. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? And all of y'all should treat me as such. You see what I'm saying? Y'all should adjust your bathrooms for the king, all of that fucking shit. But you don't. But I see you got gender neutral bathrooms up in this motherfucker. Okay?
Right.
And I'm just
So,
saying,
Let me talk.
a lot of shit gets adjusted
Right.
for people what they feel their truth is,
Right.
but that's not really the truth. That doesn't really happen for everybody. Just a certain,
Well, let's
portion of the population.
So how did the solo thing come about?
I have one solo album,
Okay.
and it's called the 5% album, and it's totally dedicated to the nation of gods and earths. It comes with a 90-page booklet inside of the album that I actually wrote myself.
And when did it come out?
2006. That's my one solo album.
Okay.
Why one album when Pooh Bah and Sadat, they got a whole bunch of solo albums? Because I'm a perfectionist, and when I put some shit out, it's got to be that shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, the people that have listened to that album, especially the Gods and Earths, it's become a classic within
Spoke to
their
them.
shit. Yeah,
Right.
it's spoken very highly of, and I think that was a sleeper album. But I encourage you go check it out and decide for yourself.
Are you still doing music?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you may get something new?
Yes. But right now I'm focused on a young man from Syracuse, New York named Aaron Cooks.
Okay.
Okay. This young man is the shit.
He's a rapper.
He's a rapper, yes. And
So the big battle coming up right now is Cassidy versus Goodz. Have you heard about it?
I just heard about it.
Okay. Who you got?
I'm not familiar with the Goodz, to be honest.
Okay.
Because I'm not fully into the whole like I should
Battle
be.
rap,
Like
okay.
I watch it. I enjoy battle rap. I
Okay.
really enjoy the tag team battle raps. And
Okay.
the
Oh, the 2 on
dudes.
2. Yeah.
Those shits be ill.
Word.
And I feel like some of the most creativity in rap is coming from the battle rap side. But I feel like I don't even have to listen to Goodz. I'm a Cassidy fan. Like I fucks with Cassidy.
Are you
like,
watching? Are you going to end up watching because of Cass or?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably because he's somebody that's worth. Well, first of all, where's this going down? In New York?
No, it's not gonna be here. It's in the A, but you can get pay-per-view.
Okay. Yeah, I just might would do that because I fucks with Cassidy. Like he's dope. He's definitely.
I want to so right now he's because he's been like really selling the battle, right? And so it kind of shows the difference between an artist that has been in the mainstream and battle rappers a little bit. Because I guess what I'm gonna ask is, are you probably not more into it because of that? Because it not being sold to you like that, or does that matter?
I don't know if that matters.
Okay.
First, I mean, I love boxing, but I try every fucking chance I get not to pay for the pay-per-view. I go to, what's that shit? It's one of them fucking websites where you get the shit for free. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, there's things I like about battle rap, and there's things I don't like about it.
What are some things you don't like about it? That's what I'm probably.
Well, I feel like you can cheat a little bit in battle rap because you're not rhyming to a beat. You're not confined to the beat. And a lot of those cadences that they do in battle rap would never work on a fucking beat. And that's why a lot of these battle rappers are horrible when it comes to making songs.
But see, that's a stereotype.
No, it's not a stereotype because if it was, you'd hear a lot of more battle rappers making hits.
Well, we have one right now
Who?
that's on the charts. Sue Surf. No, what? He charted, and Chris Brown is actually working with Arsenal and a bunch of battle rappers. Some of them are making good music.
Charted. And
I'm just giving him some
is
accolades.
this a song I would have heard? And
It's not a mainstream song.
So stop it. Don't
Why?
talk about it. Because plenty of people been fucking made records as battle rappers.
This is what I wanted to hear from you actually. But why? I mean,
I don't know why they can't make good
No,
records.
that's not
I don't
true.
know why. I don't know why.
That's not true.
Listen, most people that are great, like going off the head, horrible songwriters. Phonetically, you could put in more syllables and all that type of shit when there's no beat there. So to me, that's almost cheating. But when you get into the complexity of rhyme schemes and how things will come back from where they started, and that's some next, that's what I like about it. So
Right.
I said there's positive and negatives within all things. I'm not saying I hate battle rap. Just one of the things I don't like is that I feel like you're cheating a little bit by
But is it
not
cheating?
riding on the beat.
Okay.
Just
I
like
mean,
some people think it's cheating to not write your own rhymes, right? And still
Right.
have hit records. Still a hit record, but you ain't write the shit.
what do
Is
you
that
think about
cheating?
it? I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Technically.
I'm old school. I come from the hip hop. I've never had nobody write nothing for me, not even
Right.
a hook. You see what I'm saying? If I said it, I wrote it. So, but that I come from a certain time and place. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm into. But
So with that said,
and that said, the first battle I ever heard was Kumo D against motherfucking Busy B. And guess what? They was rhyming on a beat. You know what I mean? That was the Feel the Heartbeat, the Treacherous 3 drums, I believe they was using.
okay.
Yeah. So that's where I come from. When niggas battle to the beat. And it wasn't this acapello and stopping. Hang on, let the crowd, all the theatrics and shit like that.
Wait till they see this.
I'm just saying, like, that's not how it was back
No, I
then.
feel
It
you.
developed into that, and don't get me wrong, I like some of that. You know what I mean? I like some of that. But, yeah, prove me wrong about the shit about battle rappers can't make real great songs. Because
I'm going to.
the Sue Surf, I haven't heard that. Huh?
Shotgun.
That's the name of it?
No, it's another guy named Shotgun Suge. He makes music.
Shotgun Suge. I've heard that name before. These are still not people that are like, you see what I'm
See,
saying?
this is what. See, then you doing
He's not.
that.
It's not like a J. Cole or these are not named even like a.
You mean because they didn't break through? I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, they're not making records that people are resonating with. Anybody can make a record.
Okay.
I'm talking records that people are really fucking with. When you hear this shit come on, you jumping out onto the dance floor, or that shit is on the radio however many times a day. And I'm not saying radio is always the mark of success, but I'm just saying, like,
What's one song right now that does that for you?
huh?
What's one song right now that's popping that does that for you, that resonates? That you rock with, and you're like, okay.
I like that J. Cole Middle Child.
Oh, yeah.
That's, come on, those horns that's great.